Butter my bread and call it toast. The Maui Interscholastic League football season is 2 weeks old, and wow, what a season it's been already. I'm Rob Colias, he's Jordan Helly, and like the Hawaii 5-0 authority that my beautiful daughter Monica has bestowed upon us, Kamehameha Maui is in charge. 2-0, first round Division II champs, guaranteed of at least a playoff game on Halloween night. Ooh, scary. For the first state tournament, looking for their first state tournament berth since 2005, this has been a first 2 weeks of the season that have brought all kinds of surprises. The Warriors win their second straight game coming from behind for the second straight week. They've now won 4 MIL games in a row, dating back to last season. 25-9, the final score over King Kekalike. 2-0, Lahaina Luna's 0-2. Kekalike is 0-2. So the Warriors are the first round MIL Division II champs. And wow, 1 week it's Ikaika Chonki doing everything a little bit on both sides of the field. And this week it was Ikolu Watanabe, big interception, 3 catches for 55 yards, including the go-ahead touchdown with 1 second left in the first half, and 5 tackles and 4 passes defended on defense. And, man, it just keeps coming for the Warriors. But, Jordan, there's a lot more to talk about in MIL football.
Yeah, boy, what a game it was Saturday night out in Lahaina. Baldwin, who had struggled really offensively in their first 2 games, and albeit the caveat, of course, is top 6 in the state, Kamehameha Kapalama, who's just absolutely loaded this year defensively, and of course Mission Viejo, top 10 team out of Southern California. Just 1 score in 2 games, that coming on a La'akeo Ko'ahanohano kickoff return against the Diablos. Boy, did he break out, over 250 all-purpose yards on Saturday night, I should say. Football equivalent of a cycle, basically. He scored on offense, he scored on defense, and he scored on special teams with a punt return to go with a touchdown catch. He was absolutely magnificent. So was Tejakaka Foster, who showed all kinds of speed at receiver on the outside. Chase Akaka, his younger brother, you see the chemistry that they got going. And that Baldwin defense, very physical. And that was really the first time I had gotten to see them. But a game where Baldwin really, I think, kind of burst out, and you could tell they were waiting to get on the scoreboard, and they did in a hurry. Lahaina Luna put up a really good fight there for about 2.5 quarters, but some fatigue, now Felia injury, hopefully nothing too serious there. He was limited in the second half, and that kind of really took its toll.
No doubt, and La'akea Ko'ahanohano Davis, I don't think we can say his name enough. Those 251 all-purpose yards on 6 touches. Unbelievable. That's 42 per touch. As you said, Tejakaka, 6 catches for 102 yards, and younger brother Chase really looked comfortable. 15 for 25 passing for 234 yards and 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Baldwin looked like Baldwin. And the Lunas, I believe, I believe they'll be back strong. We can't find the last time that they were 0-2 to start the MIL season. And, man, they had won 17 in a row coming into this season, dating all the way back to 2012. And Saturday night, they found 305 yards of offense. Etuate Storer made some, pretty good passes that were dropped, let's be honest. And I just think the Lunas, as they always do, will get better. No question about it. And, the rest of the league has shown flashes as well.
Yeah, they really have. And you talk about Lahaina Luna, they lost by 21 points. They gave up 2 defensive touchdowns and a special teams touchdown.
Yeah.
You throw that out of the equation, it's an even ball game. Lahaina Luna definitely right there with the top of the league. Kinke Kalike has shown a lot of flashes. They have really improved with a freshman quarterback week to week, I think. And Maui High, of course, looked really good in their 1 league game. They had the bye this past weekend. Soane Vauhea, the leading rusher in the league with just 1 game played, over 270 rushing yards. I mean, the guy's on pace to rush for over 1,000 yards. We haven't had one of those in a while in the league. So this is a league that really top to bottom is maybe as even as ever.
No question about it. I mean, you hear that every single year. It's wide open. This year, there's no question that I think anyone could come out on top overall in these league standings that we will, have 2.5 more months to enjoy. Jordan, 8-man play There's a game this week. Certainly, we've talked about it right here. Molokai is the clear-cut favorite, we believe. This week, Kihei Charter will play Seabury in a non-league game. But really, the Farmers, with all they've got coming back, are the team to beat in 8-man.
Yeah, I think so. All the returnees that they come back at quarterback and running back on the offensive line. Of course, Seabury loses Jackson Stinger, who's player of the year basically every time he suited up for the Spartans. But we'll get a good look at him against Kihei Charter, a team that really improved as the season went on last year. So I'm excited for 8-man football to really get going here. Of course, Molokai had a non-league game over on the Friendly Isle, first game here on Maui, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
No question. And girls volleyball underway. We've got 2 Division I players. Maybe there may be more out there, but certainly Treyana Lee Freitas, who has committed to Washington State. There's a little Washington State pipeline going there in really across-the-board sports. And Amy Ozzie, the former state high jump champion, Seabury Hall, they're going to be good again. Both those teams ranked in the top 10 in the respective polls in the state, regardless of division. And I think it's going to be a very interesting girls volleyball season. Maui High won the first set. A very young Maui High team won the first set against King Kekalike the other night before Kekalike kind of dominated from there. But I'm telling you, I think it's pretty wide open in girls volleyball as well. Cross country got underway on Saturday and a little bit of a couple surprises.
Yeah, really. Seabury Hall, the girls team who had been so dominant winning state championships, actually upset by Maui High in the first meet of the year, the Baldwin Invitational. The girls from Maui High taking that team crown. Ava Shipman, the girls winner from Seabury Hall, so she continues to dominate. But overall, Maui High looking very good, and the boys very competitive as well.
Yeah, King Kekalike's Eden McKinnon, hope I'm pronouncing his name right, wins the individual crown for King Kekalike, and the Baldwin boys win the team crown. And you know, these early season meets are always a pretty good indicator of how things are going to go, but I think it's going to be a pretty competitive cross-country season. And Jordan, a couple interesting NFL and pro football notes for MIL alumni.
Yeah, JoJo Dixon back in pro football, signing with the BC Lions, the Canadian Football League. I think it's a good fit for him. I think that's a great opportunity for JoJo to go play up in Vancouver. That's going to be a great place to just go hang out for a little while. And his
very cool town.
Latest professional stop. And then 2 Maui guys, John Lotulele, Baldwin grad, is still on the roster in Jacksonville. Tavita Finau, formerly of Lahaina Luna and Maui High, still on the roster with the New York Jets as the time we film this, kind of Sunday afternoon. So we'll be checking the roster Sunday. Of course, a big moving day. Teams cutting down from 70 to 53. So those 3 guys still alive on the professional rosters. Crossing our fingers.
Gotta love it, man. And we've never had that many guys make regular season rosters. And it would be great if all 3 of those guys can hang on. This week, MIL football, Maui High, Lunas, Friday. That's a huge game for Maui High to try and keep pace with Baldwin. Huge game for the Lunas psyche just to get back. And Baldwin Kamehameha on Saturday. And wow, I can't wait, man. It's going to be great.
It's going to be a fun weekend.
Love it. And that's our sports report for this week. And send us your bobbleheads.